Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah. Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah. Alhamdulillah wa salam wa rasulullah. Welcome to another session of our Sunnahfollowers Tawheed class. And for this class, we are studying in depth, the meaning of Allah's names. And when we learn the names of Allah, this doesn't mean that we simply memorize the different names that he has revealed to us. No, it entails understanding the meaning of those names, how Allah displays those names to us in our everyday lives, and then how we in turn can take that and apply it as attributes for ourselves. And this is what we've been focusing on and doing for the past couple of weeks now. We've been taking the names of Allah. Breaking them down into great detail as to what they mean. And then we've been taking that meaning and applying it to ourselves. So let's look at the name for today. Let me put it on the screen. The name for today up on the screen. And I wrote the name earlier. Let's see if it'll show up, because sometimes it makes me rewrite it. But let's see if it'll still show up. And the name for today, everyone should be able to see it. And I want you guys to, again, read it in Arabic. El-Wahhab. 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 Wahhab. Okay, El-Wahhab. That's the name in Arabic. And what does El-Wahhab mean in English? It means one who gives gifts. A person who gives gifts. So what does it mean to give gifts? Anyone? Let's see, can we break that down into more plain, more simple terms? When I say that you are a giver of gifts, what does that mean? If I refer to you as being a giver of gifts, what am I basically saying about you? Anyone? Is that the simplest way we can break that meaning down? If I say that Amina Fresno is a giver of gifts, she's a giver of gifts, what am I saying about her? Anyone? Anyone? If I say that Isra is a giver of gifts, what am I saying about her? If I say Layli is a giver of gifts, what am I saying? How can you break that down even simpler? Anyone? Take the mic, guys.
You could say that she is generous and she doesn't expect anything in return.
Okay, yes. So basically, a person that the giver of gifts, this is someone that gives to others. Y'all see, I just want you to make it a simpler sentence. That's all. I want you guys just to break it down to a simpler sentence. The giver of gifts Allah is the giver of gifts. What does that mean? That means Allah is someone that gives to others. That gives to others. Is there a certain type of giving? I want you guys to go to dictionary.com, open up dictionary.com, type the meaning of the word gifts, the word gift, G-I-F-T. What does gift mean in English? What does dictionary.com tell you that gift means?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
It says that it means one who gives willingly to someone without payment, a present.
Okay, exactly. That's what I say, guys. Carry a dictionary and break it down. The giver of gifts. This is someone that gives, read the rest, willingly. Well, read it.
Someone who gives willingly to someone without payment.
Without payment. That's what it means to be a giver of gifts. That means that this Allah is one who gives willingly without payment. So I want you guys, this may seem so easy, but you see, guys, in order to understand the names of Allah, you have to understand your own English language. Break it down to the simplest form possible. So Allah, He is one that gives willingly without payment. That's what the giver of gifts mean. I'm going to give willingly without expecting anything in return. I'm going to do for you to give. Look up the meaning of the word give. Look up dictionary.com. Look up giver, G-I-V-E-R, and read that. That's going to break it down even more. What does it mean to be a giver? What is a giver? Break it down even more.
One who gives something.
Okay. One that gives something willingly without payment. And that something can be anything, can't it? It can be knowledge. It can be hope. Or it could be money. Or it could be food. Or it could be clothing. So anything to give something, and that something can be anything. But I'm going to give it willingly without expecting payment. Sometimes we give good advice. Sometimes to be a giver, all it requires is just advice. Sometimes we give recognition to others. Okay? So, El-Wahhab, Allah is the one that gives something willingly without payment. That's the meaning of it. So now that we understand the meaning of this name of Allah, Sister Ayan, Sister Layli, give me an example as to how Allah shows us that He is the one who gives willingly without payment. Give me an example, Sister Ayan, as to how Allah gives willingly without payment. Sister Ayan. Anyone else? Give me an example as to how Allah gives something willingly without payment. Okay, Norto said Allah gives knowledge to some and not others. Okay, that's an example. That's an example. Good job, Norto. Allah gives knowledge to some and not others. Okay, that's an example. And does Allah require any payment? No. Allah gives knowledge freely. Okay, he gives knowledge freely. Another example. Okay, Allah gives money and children freely. Allah gives children, property, and money freely without expecting anything in return. The children that we have, they come from Allah. The wealth that we have, it comes from Allah. And Allah does not expect anything in return from us. What's another example? Let's see.
Health.
Okay, good job. Allah gives health. He gives good health. And he doesn't expect anything in return. Let's see, what else? Okay, reading and writing is an example of what? Knowledge. That's knowledge, Layli. Knowledge. Wisdom is
what
knowledge.
about what about he give long life to some than others?
Exactly. Allah gives life. Okay, good job. He gives life. This is another example. So, mashallah, the list can go on and on and on. How Allah gives something willingly without payment. He gives knowledge freely. He gives children, property, and money freely. He gives good health freely. He gives life freely. Okay, Sister Layli, the ability to work, that falls in money. We already said that. Children, property, and money. Those answers are already given. Okay, so you came up with four. You came up with four examples as to how Allah is El-Wahhab, the giver of gifts. How he is the one that gives willingly without payment. And you came up with the fact how he gives knowledge. He gives children, property, money, health, and life. Now, how can you take these four examples that you guys have come up with and incorporate it in yourself by making them attributes of yourself? How can you use these four examples as attributes of El-Wahhab, as the giver of gifts? Let's see, who can start us off? This one should be pretty easy to do today.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I would say, since knowledge is like a gift that Allah gives us, I'm not going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to show my gratitude towards him by, making use of it.
Okay, we should take advantage of the fact that Allah gives knowledge freely by seeking it out. We seek it out. While putting emphasis on the knowledge that is most beneficial for us. Exactly. Good job. Okay, Sister Layli, are we talking about Allah's name of being thankful, or are we talking about the name El-Wahhab, which means the one that gives willingly without payment? And we've already came up with four examples. Also, the fact that Allah gives children, property, and money, and health and life. How can we incorporate these things? Okay, Fatima Balaz said we should help others. Okay, that's a good way. Let's reword that. Because Allah is the helper. We're not talking about helping here, Sister Fatima. We're talking about giving, not helping. So you want to reword it so it stays with this name. Allah is the giver. So maybe you want to redo your answer. We're not talking about how Allah is the helper. You put the word help in there. Help is a different name. We're talking about giving gifts, not helping. Everybody get it? There are two different meanings, two different verbs. Anyone else? How can we incorporate being a giver of gifts?
I was just going to add to the first one, Sister Layla.
Go ahead.
Share your knowledge with others and do not expect anything in return.
There we go. We can share the knowledge that we gain with others without expecting anything in return. Good job. Okay, Sarah, how does your answer relate to this? Faiza said, share the knowledge we gain. That's better. That's the same as what you're saying. You said spread it, but you need to spread it. What did you forget? You forgot without expecting anything in return, because a lot of people give knowledge, but they want you to pay them for it. You got all these online Islamic universities, which I think are all bogus, to be honest. I really believe they're all bogus. Because first of all, only Allah can give you hikmah, okay? And these people go to these schools and get a little piece of paper and they think they scholars. And they go around thinking they can represent the rest of us when they don't even understand what la ilaha illallah means, okay? But you pay your money and somebody gives you a piece of paper, okay? No. And you think that paper means you a scholar. No. You know, we can share the knowledge we gain with others free of expecting anything in return. Good job, Sister Faiza. Let's see. Isra said, Allah is the giver of gifts. Children are a gift that comes from Allah. So instead of harming others by asking why they have no children, we remain silent and make dua to Allah, asking Him to bless a person with a child. Because children come from Allah. They are gifts given to us by Allah. You have no power, no control over that. So instead of asking a person why they have no children, instead make dua asking Allah to bless that child, that person with a child. Okay, let's see what else we have. That's too much storybook, Sister Laylee, and it's not real. I want y'all's answers to come from your heart, not from a storybook. Norto. Okay, Norto said, since Allah is the one who gives us the wealth we have. We in turn can share it freely with others. Okay, good job. Share it with others. Or, without expecting. Or you can put help in there like Fatima did, but Fatima left off without expecting anything. We can in turn help others with it while not expecting anything in return. That's what I meant when I said, do your answer over, Fatima Velez. Don't make it sound like he's the helper, he's the giver without expecting payment. Okay, what else? Anybody on Zoom room? Allah is a giver of good health. Allah is a giver of life. Allah is a giver of everything. How can you incorporate this name into yourself?
Well, with the health part, he gives us good health, so I feel we should take better care of ourselves with the health that he gives us.
Allah has gifted us with good health, so take care of our bodies. And be mindful of our health. Okay, good job. Okay, Norto said also make good use of our health by doing good deeds to show our appreciation of Allah. Good job, Norto. Good job. Anyone else? This one was pretty easy. There's so much you can say about incorporating the giver of gifts into your life. Let's look at what we've come up with so far. Let me read it. Okay. We said Allah is the giver of gifts. He is the one that gives willingly without payment. He shows this to us every day. He gives us knowledge, our children, our property, our money, our health, our life. And he does all this without expecting anything in return. So how can we incorporate this name as an attribute to ourselves? Well, we can take advantage of the fact that Allah gives knowledge freely by seeking it out and putting emphasis on that which is of most benefit to us. We can also share the knowledge that we gain with others without expecting anything in return. Also, children are a gift that come from Allah. So instead of harming others by asking why they have no children, remain silent and make dua to Allah, asking him to bless that person with a child. And since Allah is the one that gives us the wealth we have, we in turn can help others with it while not expecting anything in return. Allah has gifted us with good health, so care for our bodies and be mindful of our health. Also make good use of our health by doing good deeds to show our appreciation of the gift Allah has given us. Subhanallah. What do you guys think about that? Sarah added, Allah gives life, so do not take it for granted Live each day as if it were your last. Exactly. Allah is the giver of life, so do not take advantage of it. So take advantage of it. By living each day as if it were your last. MashaAllah. I think that's all you need to say about that name. What do you guys think?
I wanted to
Yeah, go
say that since Allah has given us children as a gift, we should give them everything that we can give them, a good education, good nourishment, love and mercy, and take care of them as best as we can, and not expect them to repay us when they get older.
Exactly. Also show love and mercy towards our children and care for them the way Allah commands us to, while not expecting anything from them in return. That's important. Good job, because there's a lot of parents, when their children grow up, you expect your kids to do so much for you. Okay? Maybe you're expecting too much. Maybe you're transgressing the limits in your expectation. Had you raised them freely, the way Allah created you freely, then maybe your children will automatically want to help. Maybe they will automatically want to give without you having to badger them into that. Does everybody understand? Okay, good job. Any questions about that? Okay, mashallah, since you guys did that name, let's do another one. Amina Fresno, why come you didn't have anything to contribute? Amina Fresno?
Can we save it? What you call it? Screenshot it? The one you just took off?
Yes. Amina Fresno, where have you been for this name? Were you present? And by the way, guys, take a screenshot of it, and I will post it up on Facebook later today. I'm gonna try to put them all, the completed ones, up on Facebook every day for us. You guys see?
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Okay, hold on for a second. That one was pretty easy. Any comments on that name or questions on it? Okay. All right, let's do another one. Since that one was so simple for you guys, that means you guys are getting better. Here, let me get another one here. Okay, can everybody see my screen? This one should be just as easy. Okay, let me make it a little smaller. This one should be just as simple. This one is ArRazaak. ArRazaak. Sister Faiza, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Pronounce
You got it.
this one. Now do it. Let me hear you do it.
ArRazaak.
Say it again.
ArRazaak.
ArRazaak. So it's Zach, not Zok, Zach, right?
Right.
Okay. ArRazaak, not Zok. Because remember, guys, when we pronounce it, if we make a long vowel short, or a short vowel long, or a short vowel heavy, a light vowel heavy, we change the meaning. So it's ArRazaak, not ArRazaak. 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 And what does that mean in English? It means the provider. The provider. So now you're going to look in your dictionary, dictionary.com. Look up the meaning of the word provider and read it to me. The meaning of the word provider.
A person or thing that provides something.
Okay, what is provide? And then look up provide. I want you to break it down even simpler. Look up provide. The meaning of the word provide. Provide.
To make available for or supply.
One who makes available. Good job. And one who supplies. Wait a minute. Exactly. That's why I say I have to break it down even more. Okay, so Allah is ArRazaak. 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 He is the provider. That means he is the one who makes available. He is the one who supplies. So the one who makes available and who supplies. Everybody got the meaning. Is Anissa here? Sister Anissa, are you here? Amina Fresno, are you here? Amina Fresno and Anissa, are you two here? Neither one of you are here when you both should be here. Okay, Allah is the one who makes available and who supplies. Is Brother Shaheed here?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Brother Shaheed. Can
I'm
you?
here. I've been listening, my sister.
Okay, good. Can you give me an example as to how Allah makes things available, and how Allah supplies?
Ooh,
Look around you. It's not hard. Look at your life, yourself. Look outside the window. Look around you. Look at the house you live in. Look at your clothing.
Alhamdulillah.
How does Allah make available? Give me an example as to how Allah makes available or how Allah supplies. What does he make available? What does he supply?
If I'm not mistaken, he makes available for me another day to
Okay, there you go.
He makes available another day for me to. Oof, I'm sorry, I just got stuck.
But you're on it. You're on the right thing. You got that. You got the grasp of it. Allah makes
like
available.
He has blessed me with another day for me to do the service that he wants me to do.
There you go. Allah makes available. Let me reword it. Makes it available for us to live another day. That's something that we take for granted. Life. He makes our life available. He gives us a chance. He gives us a chance to earn his reward. He gives us another day. He could take our soul, just like the other name we talked about. which is similar to being the provider. You have to realize, guys, a lot of Allah's names, you know, they go hand in hand. The maintainer. To maintain is the same as to provide. You know, Allah makes it available for us to live another day to earn his love. He gives us another day. Good job. What's another example as to how Allah provides? Go ahead.
Allah provides by supplying the food that we eat, the air that we breathe.
Exactly.
Oh, that's the one that was just out, huh? You man,
That TV is so loud. That TV is too loud. Allah provides the food and drink that we need for survival. That's why I say these are easy. Exactly. He provides us with the rain. He provides the rain, the snow, and all of that. Rain, snow, sun, and all of that, which helps us to be able to live. He makes the sun available. He makes the rain available. He makes the snow available, and all those things we need in order to live here. Let's see what else. Let me look
Sister Layla.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say he provides us the sustenance and the means to be able to survive, like money-wise.
Okay. He provides resources. He provides the resources needed for our survival. Okay. Let me make this a little smaller. Good job. These are all examples as to how he is ArRazaak. 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 Let me look on Facebook. Okay, he also, here's another one that the sisters on Facebook coming up with. He provides the trees for shade when we need it. Also for wood that we need. Good job. Sisters Laylee, all you did was summarize, break it down, which is what everybody else is doing. Okay. Okay, so mashallah, this is all good. You guys came up with some very good ones. A lot of the things you guys are typing falls in these categories. How does Allah show us that he is ArRazaak, ArRazaak, ArRazaak? Okay, he shows that he is the provider, that he is the one that makes things available and who supplies by giving us another day to earn his love, by giving us the food and drink we need for survival through rain, snow, and sun. He also provides the resources we need for survival, be it money or any of that, and minerals too. And he also provides the trees and other forms of nature for our betterment. Subhanallah. Good job. Allah is ArRazaak, ArRazaak, ArRazaak. So now, how can we incorporate this into ourselves? Is Amina Fresno there or Anisha? Nope. Okay, Sister Faiza, let's see you try it. Sister Faiza, how to incorporate these examples into attributes for ourselves. I got the wrong thing I'm clicking on there. Let me put this black and make this red. And by the way, guys, I'm gonna put all this on Facebook when we're done at the end of the day.
I'm still thinking about it, Sister Lee.
Okay.
I'm here.
Anissa, you're there. Okay, well, Alaikum Salam. Did you see what we've come up with for ArRazaak? Okay, so Allah shows us that he's a provider, that he's the one that makes things available, that he's the one who supplies by giving us another day, by causing the rain, the snow, and the sun, by putting all the resources here for us on earth. So now how can we incorporate this for ourselves as an attribute? Anissa.
Okay, hold on. Well, I definitely start off by being appreciative.
Okay, are we talking about the name appreciative? That don't filibuster when it comes to giving me examples of Allah's names. Allah, your answer should relate to being a provider, not an appreciator.
Oh, mashallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How about we provide for ourselves by working, providing for our family, breadwinners, money for the family, things like that.
Okay, I'm trying to reword it. Yeah,
Sorry, that wasn't really
I know you're doing good.
well.
I'm just trying to type it. I got arthritis. We live our life. Okay, since Allah, we live. Wait a minute. Let me make it even better. Allah has imposed rules and duties upon us, many of which include providing for others under our care. So we fulfill or we honor these duties by providing and caring for those under our care in the best way possible, as he does for us.
Yeah, that's right.
Just as he does for us. Do you get it now, Anissa? It ain't about filibustering and double talking on this stuff. It has to do with providing and supplying. So can you come up with another one, another example?
No, that pretty much fills in for me.
Okay, anyone else can think of some more?
I have one.
Go ahead.
I will make myself available and give back to my family and community to the best of my ability.
MashaAllah, see how she used the word available. We make ourselves available to our families and others in need. And what was the rest? I forgot. What was
To the
what was
best
the
of
rest?
my ability.
Yeah, to the best of our abilities. Good job. Remember, Allah's the one who makes available. He's the one who supplies. So how can you make yourself available? How can you be one who supplies? Come on, guys. Let's see what they got on Facebook. I didn't read this. Let me see.
Can we go for the second bullet point?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, of course. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
We can provide our family with food and drink that will sustain them in a healthy way, instead of like feeding them food that is like not good for them. So like feeding them vegetables, things of that nature.
Okay, when providing and caring for those entrusted under our, we already said that. We said in the best way possible.
Yeah.
So that covers that. Okay, but any more? Availability, supplies, the provider. Come on.
Can we say that to become like a doctor and provide people with medication, supply medication.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but how would you word it? Yeah, that's a good example. If we are placed in positions of leadership, authority, or power, come on, finish it up. We assure that we provide the services. Come on, I'm trying to make y'all making me answer it all. Come on.
Well,
I was gonna say we can make ourselves available to the people when they're in dire need and not turn them away. I don't know.
Okay. We make ourselves available
and resources available.
We make ourselves and our resources available to the people and administer and provide. Okay, well, that's good. Yeah. I'm getting ready to take it to another level. If we are placed in positions of leadership, authority, or power, we assure that we make ourselves and our resources available to the people in the best way possible. Put that way too. In the best way possible. Good job. You guys are doing good, Zainab and Mayliun and Faiza. And come on, some more. Anybody else? Pamela said, Pamela said, Allah give us good health. Okay, we're not, okay, gives us good health. Okay, we already said provide for our families or the people under our care. We covered providing for those under our care in the best way possible.
Can I add to the first one?
Okay.
I can make that day available that Allah gave me to self-reflect to better my relationship with Him.
Not really. One who makes available, one who supplies. We didn't even cover the first one, did we really? Okay, look at that first one. Allah makes it available for us. He makes us available to live another day. How can we incorporate that, guys, as an attribute? Brother Shaheed, Allah makes it possible. Allah makes it possible for us to be available another day. So how can we turn that into an attribute, Brother Shaheed?
Allah provides Allah provides for me to increase me and my iman with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Allah keeps me living. So I should make myself available to Him by, what did you say, learning?
Yes.
By learning more about Him. Good job. And appreciating all He has done for me. That's what you're trying to say?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Good job. See, when you guys come up with these names from your heart, this is what I was saying. You can't, it's easy to go to google.com and go on somebody's website and type their definition of what they think Allah's name means to them. His names mean different things to us, depending on where we are in our knowledge of him, in our understanding of him, and in our practice of his deen. Do y'all understand that? That's why I got so insulted the other day when somebody did that, because you guys came up with this. This is coming from your hearts. Sister Zainab, she's got a lot going on in her personal life right now because her family is dying by the seconds. Her family's from India, and in India, they're faced with that COVID. She's lost a lot of her relatives. Okay, so she's speaking from her heart. What does it mean for Allah to be the provider? Allah to be the one that makes himself accessible and available. She's giving these answers from her heart because that's what she's feeling. That's what she's going through. That's what Allah means to her at this point in her time, because she's pulling her strength from him. Brother Shahid, he's going through a lot of problems in his life too right now. He's pulling these answers out of his heart because he's remaining strong and firm due to the mercy and grace of Allah. This is what Allah means to him. This is what Allah is doing for him. He's speaking from the heart. So that's why I'm saying, Allah's names, we're all not going to have the same answers. I could sit there and come up with 4 different answers, but they all will focus on providing and maintaining, but they won't be the same as yours because my struggle in life is different than yours. My relationship with Allah is different than yours. That's why when we teach this class, a good daya knows that in order to teach the names of Allah, it entails interaction with the students. I have to interact with you and pull it out of you, what you're going through. You can't go on no internet and pull somebody else's. Everybody understand that? That's why this class is so important. And that's what the Prophet meant when he says, any Muslim that learns the meaning of Allah's names, what those names mean to him, what those names mean to her, and they apply them, that's a person that will be in paradise because you're living every second of your life in submission to Allah. Allah says in the Quran, do not die in any state other than total submission to me. If we are living Allah's names, we are in submission to him. We're not going to transgress the limits. We're going to fulfill our obligations of providing and maintaining and caring for who we're responsible for, because this is what Allah does for us, and this is what Allah wants us to do for each other. When Allah says, do not die in no state other than submission to me. If you don't understand the meaning of Allah's names, you ain't in submission to him. And that's why it's so important to teach this. This is what the daya need to be focusing on. Akida, akida, akida. You hear the true people of knowledge stress it. Akida, not learning how to speak Arabic. Learning how to speak Arabic is not akida, it's language. Learning how to speak Arabic is not going to do nothing as far as bringing you closer to Allah. It'll just make you feel accomplished that you can speak another foreign language. But akida, belief is here and emulates in your actions. Okay, and we need to focus on akida, belief. Does everybody understand that? And you guys are working hard pulling it out. And I don't know what's going on in Norto's personal life, but Norto is on both of these names today. Norto has been answering the questions for both of these names, because whatever is going on in Norto's personal life, she's pulling on the fact that Allah is ArRazaak. She's pulling on the fact that Allah is El-Wahhab. Okay? Just like when we did El-Qudus, precious. That name, El-Qudus, meant something to precious, because precious pulled on that name of Allah. The different names of Allah, guys, they show what we're going through in our personal lives. Okay? When Sister Fatima Qayyum was able to answer how Allah is El-Ghaffar, I don't know what's going on in her personal life, but whatever it is, she pulls on the fact that Allah is El-Ghaffar. That's what's getting her through. To understand the names of Allah, this is how you get through the trials of life. This is how you come out a winner, a success. Does everybody understand that? Okay, so let's look at what you guys have come up with so far on this name. Allah is ArRazaak. He's the one who makes available, and he's the one who supplies. He shows us this every day by making us available to live to another day, to earn his love. Also by providing us with the things we need for survival, and by providing us the things we need for comfort too. So how can we incorporate being one who makes available and who supplies into our daily lives? Well, Allah has imposed rules and duties upon us, many of which include providing for others under our care. So we honor these duties by providing and caring for those in the best way possible, just as he does for us. We also make ourselves available to our families and others who are in need of our abilities. If we are placed in positions of leadership, authority, or power, we are sure that we make ourselves and our resources available in the best way possible. Allah keeps us living, so we should make ourselves available to him each day by learning more about him and appreciating each day the things he's done for us. Look at that. That's ArRazaak, based on the struggles of my students here at Sunnahfollowers. And let's combine it with El-Wahhab. El-Wahhab, Allah is the giver of gifts. He's the one that gives willingly without payment. Well, we should take advantage of the fact that Allah gives knowledge freely, but seek it out while putting emphasis on that knowledge which is of most benefit to us. And we should share the knowledge that we gain with others without expecting anything in return, be it fame. Look how many daya out there. Look how many daya out there share their knowledge of Islam with you, but they want your money in return. They want the numbers. They want you to hit them on YouTube. They want the fame in return. Well, again, we should seek knowledge and share it with others without expecting anything in return. We also know that children are a gift that comes from Allah. So instead of harming others by asking why they have no children, we remain silent and make dua, asking Allah to bless that person with a child. We should also show love and mercy towards our children and care for them the way Allah commands us to, while not expecting anything from them in return. And since Allah is the one who gives us the wealth we have, in turn, we can help others with it while not expecting favors in return. Allah has gifted us with our health, so care for our bodies and be mindful of our health. Also make good use of our health by doing the deeds to show our appreciation of the gifts Allah has given us. Allah, He is the giver of life. So take advantage of it by living each day as if it were your last. Look at that. Do you guys see? If we can incorporate these names and meanings into our lives, we'd be some pretty content, powerful people, wouldn't we? We wouldn't go around questioning Allah's decree. We would learn to make the best of our personal situations. We would understand what our purpose in life is, what Allah expects of us. So this is something that we really, really, really need to work on, and applying these attributes into our personal lives. Everybody get it? Does everybody understand and everybody get it? And I wish there were more people participating in these classes. You know, a lot of Muslims think that it's about memorizing how to sing a name. Nope. Just like it's not about memorizing how to recite the Quran. It's all about understanding. And unfortunately, understanding is a gift. That's another gift that comes from Allah. And He only gives it to a select few. All right. So we're going to close out right here for today. I want to remind everybody.
We're so clear, baby.
I want to remind everybody that we do have our open forum, and the time has been changed to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can see the ad here. The open forum for today, it will consist of myself, Dr. Ibrahim Jamali, and Imam Morsi. We're going to speak about how, whenever anything affects us as a nation, it affects us. I mean, whenever anything affects us as Muslims, it impacts us as a nation. And we're going to speak about how, once again, here in America, we find ourselves faced with Islamophobia, the backlash of Islamophobia because of the events occurring in other parts of the world concerning us, how now we're back faced with our neighbors and our co-workers who look at us suspiciously as they worry about another 9/11. So that's going to be the topic of our forum today. How do we handle the backlash? What do we do as Muslims to overcome the stares and the paranoia and the fears of others? That's the topic for today's forum. So in that topic, that forum will be tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Please share it to your timelines. Please pass the word on to your people on your Facebook pages to be here. Like I said, it'll be, we'll discuss it, myself, Dr. Jamali, and Imam Morsi. And I want you guys to put your comments in, you know, share with us your views, your problems, your take on this situation. Okay. All right. So we're going to close it up for right now. For those of you on Facebook, feel free to join us here in our Zoom room. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu